One. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that is unaccustomed to whale certified, but I got goosebumps on this one. That this is going to be something. I am talking to a guy that the guy knows me, that I know the guy, but we never met. And we've been, Facebook friends. And so it's like the magic of Facebook, but of the culture of soccer. He loves soccer, I love soccer, but he took a couple steps forward, and he's the owner of Master Cars in Edwardsville, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. And I know him by Alex, but he goes by the name Alex Rosenberger.
That is me.
We were just talking about a rehearsal. I told somebody earlier, I said, hey, listen, I'm not playing dumb. I really am. I said, I was so thankful that I was able to get the name out correctly. I usually chop it up.
You got it. You nailed it.
All right, then. So were you raised on a horseradish community farm?
I was not. I'm actually an old North County guy. So
Is that right?
Yes, yes. So yeah, I grew up in North County. I did the reverse migration, Missouri to Illinois, about 15 years ago when we moved to the Edwardsville area. But I'm born and raised. I was born in Ferguson, raised in Florissant, and returned there after graduating from Mizzou. Lived there for a while, then moved over here about 15 years ago.
Man, wise man. I mean, it really is. I never knew of it. I only knew how to get over to the concert hall. The Southern Illinois River, whatever Mississippi
Riverfest.
Yes, Mississippi River Festival.
Yeah, that's legendary.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And I don't remember I went to a couple of SIU games.
Yeah,
But I never knew how to get back home from the granary.
I get it. Yeah, put it on 270 and aim west. Yeah, and Edwardsville, I was so pleasantly surprised, which I knew a little bit about it because SIU and everything, but the soccer culture over here is just an extension of North County soccer and St. Louis soccer.
Yes.
It's wonderful over here.
Yes. And, Collinsville doesn't have to take a back seat neither.
Oh, absolutely not.
And then Granite City, for God's sakes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, also legendary. Coach Baker.
Yeah.
And then all the great players that came out of there.
Yeah. And then we're dabbling now over there in O'Fallon and Columbia.
Right. And they're all running clubs over here and have kids that are in or all the way through the system and playing in college. It's just, again, it's St. Louis soccer extended. It's generational. It's like nowhere else in the country.
There you go. And when you do business across the country, do you every once in a while talk some soccer?
People are so tired of hearing me talk about soccer. If there's any opening, if that door slightly creeps open, I kick it open, and we forget about. They could be buying a McLaren 720, and so excited for that. But if they happen to mention their kid plays MLS next or ECNL, forget about it. I'm taking them. I'm chewing on their ear for an hour.
That's right. Oh, so you're the unofficial, but now, with your approval, I'm going to give you an official title of Whale Certified Official Car Dealership in Illinois.
What an honor to be bestowed upon me. I've been waiting for that whale certification.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, we got our Missouri guy, but Illinois, you have it all, because what you got going, man, is that you got to know how it's HCAR, man. This is, not a vehicle. You want an experience. That's where you go to Alex Rosenberger, to see your cars, man. You got it going on.
You got it. We've got some cool stuff, and we are not messing around.
No, no. And those are 4. If you want 2 wheels, we could work you out.
You got that right. I've got those too.
You could possibly outfit the whole family.
Yeah, we do, and it's funny. I'll go from outfitting the soccer family, like just today, sports family bought their new a new Yukon XL Denali, and then those kids will be driving. They'll buy something cool, then they'll buy their motorcycle, then they'll come back and buy their Corvette, then they're back buying, and the Corvette got them a lot of chicks, so then they're back buying a minivan.
So, would it be good statesmanship on my part if I don't know what those cars are? And put a picture of it in my mind. I should not ask how much they are. Would that?
Oh no, yeah, we don't have the Tiffany and Company policy or something like that. If you don't ask, if you have to ask, you can't afford. Not at all. That's what we got the financing for.
Oh, baby, nice going. Oh, pardon me while I stand up and applaud. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's really been a deal, I guess in the last, 5 or more, is about people being able to pay in installments. Like, back in the day, everybody had it on will, put it on will
right.
call. And when you talk about financing, you got every Tom, Dick, and Harry's got regular financing. But do you offer some creative financing?
We do, and we have used car leasing, which isn't super common, so we can do that for the high end and exotic cars and the more expensive ones. And then super low rate financing. And I dabble in some, like travel trailers and things like that, and toy haulers, which is like the living quarters and part of it, and the other parts for motorcycles. And we could do like extended term, almost like a mortgage on those.
Yeah,
keep
right.
It down to a
Yeah.
nothing payment.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, because those weren't offered not too long ago.
Yeah, that's relatively new. And it's ever changing, and there's always new finance type products coming to the market and leasing specials and things like that. So we stay up on those as best we can to make sure we have every product available.
Here you go. And it's always that old story of, well, I got the money. Yeah, you got the money. It's in your pocket. I got to get the money out of your pocket. Oh,
right.
Yeah. That was magnificent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you said Ferguson and Florissant, but there are little parishes, little boundaries, little landmarks out in both of those communities. Can you focus in and tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So when I was young, I was a St. Ferdinand product. That was the parish I played for. And then we moved around quite a bit when I was a younger kid, while my parents were getting going in life and getting settled. So then we left, or when we moved, and we were kind of on the border, on the edge of BlackJack, and we were on the border of Transfiguration and St. Christopher. So I was about a block off from St. Christopher, which is who all my buddies played for. And but I would have had to play for Transfiguration, which didn't sound like fun to me because those weren't my pals. So that was kind of the end of my CYC days. And then, on to club soccer and then playing for school. And I was lucky enough to have all these great North County players around me that were really, really good. And I was really probably not very good to average, but I looked good and we won everything because I was surrounded by such great talent.
Yeah, that's right, baby. You're a smart man. It's a really a lazy man that won't get up and take his wife to work. But the story comes out is that you have maybe trying to get a cap or a button. Yes, I lived in BlackJack.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, my God.
Angelo's Pizza.
Oh, magnifico, bravo, bravo, bravo. Oh,
The best.
oh, absolutely. But that I never knew where BlackJack was, but I really didn't never want to go there. But you said Angelo's and BlackJack. I'm a citizen.
I'm still a regular.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. You never leave.
No, no, you do not.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
And if you have to do the Holy Trinity of that, what do you got? Peroni's, Angelo's, and do you hit Faraci on North Florissant, or is there another
Yep.
one? Yeah.
Yep. You had Faraci over there. You used to have Ponticello's and
Oh, unbelievable.
oh oh gosh, who was it there off Bell Fountain? Um, I can't believe that's escaping me. I actually
Yeah.
took a to go order one time when they were busy, so I answered the phone for them, and I actually took a pizza order.
Oh, you're amazing, man.
And I cannot think of the name of it. It's driving me crazy. It'll come to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Orzello's,
It,
Ponticello's,
it wasn't Ozello's, but I do remember
Salos.
Ozello's. Salos, that's what it was. It was
There you go.
Salos. How
Yeah.
can I forget that?
Well, it's easy. I
Blasphemous.
mean, you're on whale certified. You know, if the roller was reversed, I don't know. You know,
I get it.
yeah. But I mean, I didn't know that was BlackJack. I thought it was someplace else.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
oh
BlackJack right there, the heart of it, just down from City
yeah.
Hall.
Oh, okay. So the whole operation, and under full disclosure, the original Faracis moved down there on over Manchester Road. Excellent pizza.
Yes, so good.
And they,
Delicious.
those Goomba Italian fellas, and they dress in white with the muscles and the what's it call it, the tattoos, and you only order once. You get what they think you said, and
You got that right.
yeah,
Right.
there's no Q&A between these guys, man.
Right. And if you want to make sure you get some extra toppings, add a vowel to the end of your name. Yeah. I have been known to call in to go order some Angelos and say it's for Roselli.
Oh man, you're beautiful, baby. Oh,
It works.
yeah, there you go. There you go. So the whole story of
Hmm.
you going, now your son is going through the path.
He is. He
Any
is.
any inside information from the heart about you experiencing the both and maybe having a little bit of opinion. We all know that if you really want a car, you go to you. But just like your 2 cent opinion on people who are
Sure.
about to go through the same.
Yeah, and it's even if you have a really big storage card, I could fill up several of them on what we've learned over this journey. It's changed so much since I went through the process, but still the same process. If you can play, you're going to play, and the path will be laid out for you. You just got to make sure you walk it. Um, but I really could talk for hours, but it's been great for my son. It was great for me to get to go through it again as a coach with him, now as an observer. Um, he started off with Gallagher, Illinois, where I coached the better part of the decade and coached with his sister too. She was a 2007, so I coached her for several years and then coached him. And then that was a joy and honor. And now I feel so closely associated with all these boys that came up in that 2010 class, which is an absolute anomaly. St. Louis soccer is what it is. It's amazing. But there was something in the drinking water for those 2010 birth year boys. They're just unbelievable. And it's citywide across all clubs, the city team, Fuse MLS Next, Gallagher MLS Next, the ECNL boys, the EA boys, all of them. It's unbelievable. And you forget how great St. Louis soccer is till you go on the road, or now my son's getting into ID sessions, and the competition's just so, so fierce here. And then you get on the road and you see some boys at these ID sessions that are, really making a name for themselves, be it from Kansas or Oklahoma and things like that. But they've never played against St. Louis boys. And you realize how we stack up on a national level, and you see why we produce so many Division One pro kids, USYNT kids. It really is something. It's what we have here is just awesome.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
that story about the birth years.
Yeah.
Now, on a full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, if you think I got problems with pronunciation, I mean, this arithmetic is like Chinese. What the?
Right.
Yeah, and I have found when we were kids, and I'm older than you, is the situation if you were 14 years old and you weren't playing with the 17-year-olds, did you have to go to the hospital? Was there something wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and now they only are able to play like that if they play high school ball, if
Right.
they play
Right.
varsity. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's
Exactly.
4 years eligible. There, I had to find out the hard way. There was no fifth year. But I should I give him one? Yeah, I'll give him one. So, but how do you find that? Do you find that something like, I don't know, or hey, you
Yeah.
could see,
Well, I think I'm real big on development. That's fantastic if you're winning that trophy on a Sunday afternoon in that tournament. But man, if you're playing a year up or 2 years up, there's so much value to that. And it does, I wish there was more of that. And I know they push for it and they get it. There is a drive to get kids to play a year or two up, but also, in pay to play soccer, you got to win some games too. There's pressure on these coaches to win. And so they do have to get those Sunday afternoon medals and trophies. So they know if they take that really good 2010 and playing with the 08s, 09s, he's really going to grow that weekend playing against those bigger, stronger, faster bodies. However, they also know that, hoisting that trophy might get them another kid to sign up come Monday. So that's a tough balance to try and figure out. And I get it. It's just how the world works. But yeah, they do need to be pushed and they do need that. And then the high school thing's a whole other conversation. My junior year, we won state and we were semi celebrities in the high school that year. And my son will never get to experience that being MLS Next homegrown. And that makes me sad. That could
yeah.
be a whole show. And has been a whole show on many shows of, not being able to play high school. But I also see it too, when we travel to these other cities and, if these kids were to take half a year off, they wouldn't be able to compete on a national level against these boys that are doing it year round.
All right. Well, here we go. I have only done audio. I have to work my way into audio visual. But
Gotcha.
I don't know if you could see my my anticipation of where did you win the state championship from?
Well, that was, again, I was lucky enough to be surrounded by unbelievable talent. So that would have been at Hazelwood Central, surrounded by, oh, geez, Shane Battelle. I got to play with Shane. I got to play with Bobby Ryan. All these North County legends that went on to have incredible pro careers, USYNT careers, everything. And I got to share the same field with them. And boy, what an honor that was.
Man, what a unique story. Shane's he's getting into the Hall of Fame.
I know. So awesome.
Yeah, and I'm going to reach up to him. I'm going to try to get an interview with him, but to say
Oh, good.
that I
I
know
have my
you.
ticket secure. Yeah, I'll give him a little poke to make sure that he
Yeah.
takes your call.
All right, baby. Yeah, yeah. The story. Now you don't have to put the horse's head in the bed or anything.
You got
A
it.
repo man comes around 4:30 in the morning.
Boom.
But I want you to know. I'm not kidding. This was I only knew about Hazelwood Central winning that just a couple days ago. What
no
an
kidding.
incredible story.
Oh, that team was stacked. So many. There were multiple All-Americans. A public school, in North County.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Beautiful field. Right
oh
down the
yeah,
street from Coke. Was it Coke Park? No, not
Coke
Coke
Park.
Park.
Coke Park was not far from us. That's where the
But
districts would always be played. So if we knew
but
we were playing at
Sunset
Coke Park,
Park.
we were
Down
doing
the
something.
down
Oh
the
yes,
road from
yes,
Sunset Park.
yep, exactly, exactly. And then just a little bit further was Coke. So you're right.
Yeah, okay.
And so many kids went Division 1 there. Shane went to SMU from there, and Chris Garofalo went to SIU. We had I was a junior the year we won, and our seniors, the ones that were all state, all American, they all went on to have great careers. That was really really cool, and we that particular year, I think we only lost maybe 2 or 3 games,
Yeah.
and then I know one of our losses was to CBC, and we got to play them again in the state semifinals and beat them. So perfect time for revenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now was Dan Purnell your coach?
No, it was Dean Schulenberg back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an
Yeah.
incredible story.
Yeah.
I
Then
mean,
my senior year, that's when Bobby Ryan would have been a freshman. And of course, back to the kids being able to play all ages and play up and mix in. It didn't matter your birth year then. Bobby was able to play with us, and he already had a huge impact then.
wow. Did you have a football slash goalkeeper, or was the goalkeeper of significance?
We had so the year we won state, there were 2 phenoms, Barkley Jonas and Jeff Gartland, and they split time in every game.
Wow.
You couldn't pick one over the other. They were both so good.
Yeah.
Different styles of players, but they were fantastic. They would be Wales certified for sure.
Wow. Well, I tell you, yeah, man, get a couple of those guys on a phone tree. I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
wow. Because, we come from the time of Normandy High School with Steve Petcher and his
Hmm.
gang of fellas.
Yes.
Charlie Clark with
Uh-huh.
Charles Cars. Yeah, he was on that squad. And
Yep. Great soccer guy. I run into him from time to time too in the business.
right. Well, you're both Wales certified, and
That's all right. I love it.
you'll be able to get the plaque and the business
Fantastic.
card that bang. You
I
just
love it.
yeah, because once you get Wales certified, you too can Wales certify people.
Ah, I didn't know that was able to be paid forward. I like that.
Yeah, paid for. Because I mean, how is it? The people that are around you, they're not Wales certified.
I
Hey,
know.
I gotta.
You got to be careful the company you keep.
Yeah. Wow, man. I mean, at Hazelwood Central, man. Wow.
Yes, yes.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so I was under the impression they were the only one that did it the one time, and I mean, Normandy's never gonna. It will be a little chilly in hell, the cold day in
Right.
hell when they get it, but they might be able to. But I don't know. But the whole
Yeah.
the whole story is with them, and then you throw Hazelwood Central in, and man, that's a pair that'll beat a full house any day, any time.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And then you had some, of course, as you know, you had some great Riverview teams thrown in there, and some
Oh,
Rosary guys.
yeah, but we're talking state champions, though.
Oh, right, right,
Yeah, yeah.
gotcha.
And
Yeah,
that's where you McClure North, that was like United States of America, I mean, that team, wow, man.
right.
You
They
remember,
had some powerhouses when I was there.
well, yeah, in your time, but in
Yes.
1975, that was the last fall season, excuse me, the last winter season. We played in the winter. And
Oh,
yeah, because there's two winters in 75. You got that winter, and then it goes for fall of 75. And I
I
think,
never knew that.
well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You too can learn stuff brand new at Wales
That's right.
Certified. Yeah. You get your car, your two wheeler, your home to get around the country. Yeah. And learn stuff.
And learned something. I did not know there were two winners. I thought I knew everything there was to know about North County soccer.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good.
Yeah. Well, that's, that whole, you know, when you really come down to it, are you blue or red? And what? Are you a falcon or a rebel? That's all we want to know. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. But
Oh, that's good.
yeah, man. But so you got 5 more minutes with me?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hazelwood Central, we were practicing out there at Sunset Park, and Hazelwood Central was kind of brand new. And the road, I guess that's Patterson.
Yep. Hmm.
It was like, this is a street of dreams. I've never seen a street like this before. Holy cow. And the plushness of the whole area. And then, you're going up where the Indians all had, with the Missouri River and the Mississippi River come together.
Yeah.
I mean, all that was like, wow.
Oh, I know. And just a little further up the road, Sea Passage Park, and that's where I grew up, was right in that area, which is still beautiful and right on the river, very similar to Sunset.
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And so my son gets plucked out of that beautiful plush area and ends up where they no longer even have the River Fest in Illinois, but he's playing all his soccer over in Missouri anyway, so I guess it doesn't much matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the missus? Is there a mother and a missus involved?
She is, and not only is she involved, I have to I thank her daily because my son's tall, smart, handsome, an incredible athlete. So he got all her DNA, none of mine. So I'm very grateful
None.
for that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, wise
yeah,
man.
kid 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
Yeah,
A 4.3 GPA,
yeah,
and
yeah.
none of that came from me.
Yeah, that's right. You always want to marry up in life.
I did marry up. I even have to look up. She's taller than me. So
Oh,
a daily reminder that I married up. I have to look up every day to see her.
do you work together or you're
We do
one
not.
man?
We do not. She's a photographer, and so she's always off on shoots doing her own thing.
Nice.
And but it's again with this MLS Next, you're always on the road. So either one of us are on the road, and all of Jake's teammates at Fuse love it when Sherry's the one driving because that means they're going to get professional photos of that particular match.
Nice, baby.
Yeah,
Nice, yes.
yeah. So they love that. That's why the pictures always look so good. You see on Facebook. My wife took them.
All right then. How about the company? Is the company you have a 6-man person crew? How many
Mhm.
employees you got?
That's about right. I think there's seven of us total.
I'll be.
Yeah, and it's funny. They're all because it's everything soccer centric. It's a lot of the people are regulars that come through are kids I've coached their kids, or we played together, we coached together. I coached with them, coached against them, and so even the people that aren't into soccer, my employees, they kind of are now just because by association. It's like that Wales certification. They're Mastercard certified now too by
Yeah.
soccer. And they're very understanding, and my team always fills in good because we're always on the road. Um, Jake just had an MLS Academy uh, trial call in for Nashville SC, so we kind of had to drop everything and get down there. And he spent a week down there trying out for them, and so my team steps right up. They're ready to go for that, and that's what's neat about having a real nationwide uh, academy system now, and they're identifying these kids. everything's going to look so different in another decade or another generation for American soccer. That's for sure.
I picked up on when you talked about your team. Is it a reality as well as your name? Is that you bring the best of soccer and the sports to and academics into the business world?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Direct correlation for sure.
I mean, there's no denying it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, simple as that. It's a it's a short answer because it's the same thing. It just carries right over.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now it leads me to, I gotta ask, man, you don't know until you know. Now you know. Is the story of if somebody could juggle 50 times, do you give them a couple $100 off?
You know, accommodations have to be made for that. I will tell you, not to name drop, but I'm going to name drop. I heard there was this young man out talking in the showroom to one of my salesmen, and I probably shouldn't say the name, but
Okay.
he was purchasing a Range Rover, and then he said something about his last name, and I noticed that particular Adidas shoe he had on, and when I heard that last name, I went flying out there. I said, "Are you related to the so and so?" And he said, "Yeah, that's my grandpa." I said, "Come on in here. You're going straight to the top, buddy. These negotiations are over." He definitely got the family discount and then some. And I said, "If you get me a signed jersey from your grandpa," I said, "it's going to get even better, and you're never going to pay for an oil change."
Oh!
He never showed back up with that damn jersey, though.
Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, do you have some swag hanging in the floor show or the
I do in my
showroom?
office. I do, and then we sponsor teams all over the place. So they're kind enough to bring us pictures and trophies and stuff like that when they win tournaments. We've got that in the showroom, and my office is adorned with all sorts of soccer stuff.
Wow. Do you have a special logo for master cars that the teams wear, or how do you
We
go about
do,
it?
we do. Yep, it's and I can't tell you how many jerseys those are plastered on the back of, running all around the St. Louis area.
Nice. Nice. Wow. Well, that brings us to that time.
Well, good. This was fantastic. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Oh man, yeah. But you had me, before hello when you text say, "Hey, I'm gonna call you. We'll chop this up real good."
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, man. So it's a custom here at Whale Certified, Alex, to say, "Hey, Alex, whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to, for as long as you want to say it for."
Well, I like that. And well, that caught me off guard, and I'm rarely at a loss for words, but so I won't be now. And I won't be now. So the only thing I got to say is, and this is so hard for parents to do, but I get it now as we're aging out. Jake's got about 2.5 seasons left of youth soccer, is truly this phrase really does matter. Trust the process. It works.
Man,
You put in the work, the game will reward you in kind.
man.
So let that live on in infamy.
Mm. Magnificent, baby. You, oh man, I can't wait to do it again because
Oh,
we're
for
going to do
sure.
it. We're going to do it again.
You say the word. You got a topic you want to cover, just shout. And if I don't know anything about it, I'll make it all up.
All right, then. So we know the family's in. The family is in the Whale Certified Hall of Fame.
I love it.
And I got it on the tip of my tongue to put you, but we got to hit that one more. We got to have that one more. But you are the official car dealership in Illinois.
That's
how would
right.
somebody go around finding you?
Mastercarsinc.com. It's as easy as that.
Wow. Yeah. Simplicity is genius, I've been told.
There you go.
All right. So,
All right.
yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Wales. It's been an honor.
All right. I'll download it, upload it, and send it out to you.
Sounds good. I can't wait.
All right, then.
All right. See you, buddy. Have a good night.
All right.